is a very alarming fact. This would also be a starting point for how the DA will start to investigate.
Panlaban daw doon sa sa surot at doon sa daga.
Well, it's a welcome development para sa ating bansa. Ito pong kontrata ng nakuha ng San Miguel Group to run and operate na iya. I think it is a blessing for our country. Nakita naman natin na isa po sa mga pinagkakaguluhan na destination ngayon sa Asia at maging sa mundo ay Pilipinas. And we want to make sure that, when tourists, when Filipinos, or whoever comes to the Philippines, they're properly attended to with the best facilities, world class. And unfortunately, looking at our airports now, we really need major improvement and influx of enough capital to see improvements quickly. So natutuwa po tayo dito at natutuwa din po tayo sa DOTR. I would like to congratulate, of course, Secretary Jaime Bautista on this initiative, together, of course, our President Bongbong Marcos. It will not only give better services to our Filipinos, but I think it's a clear sign also for the rest of the country that the Philippines is moving towards the direction of being a first-class, world-class country when it comes to amenities and services being offered by the services of government.
As somebody who travels, I think that the first impression of any tourist into any country is through the airport. And from that, it sets a subconscious benchmark to any tourist on what they would want to expect in the country that they're visiting. So for this to push through, this agreement, this PPP agreement to push through, I think President Bongbong said it best, na first impressions are very important. And the first impression to everyone outside of the Philippines is through our airport. Now with this contract in place, I don't think na yung daga or mga small critters lang yung tinitignan dito, but is the lasting impression of any tourist that enters. Kasi before anybody gets to surf, before anybody gets to enjoy our cuisine and whatnot, the first thing that they have to go through is through the airport. And so this is a very positive development because this will also help guarantee return visitors. If we have a beautiful airport, some people even just like to stay in the airport kasi maganda yung airport nila, di ba? May iba nga na long layover flights, ayaw nila umalis na sa airport. Ganun kaganda yung mga airport na sa ibang mga bansa. And we would like to replicate or hopefully even further enhance our airport to that degree that would allow the Philippines to put itself clearly on the map of the world as a very good destination to come visit, starting with the airport and to every other destination within.
Siguro sobrang excited po lahat actually sa development na to, and we have seen the President take action agad para sa ikagaganda po ng airport. Kumbaga magiging social na po yung airport natin of course with the PPP, and of course we know how San Miguel operates its facilities. So baka wala na nga pong surot kasi social na. Sana huwag maging bedbugs kasi social eh. Tapos wala na rin aphids, hindi na magiging cockroach. Pero kidding aside, I think everyone is excited with this development, especially ang Philippines po kasi ay hot tourism destination pa rin. With all the challenges that we are faced with the tourism facilities, yung mga ports, saka yung mga destinations natin. Pero tingnan nyo yung balik ng tao kasi nga it's really an adventure to go to the Philippines. So, like for us, province po ng La Union, kasi parang ano na siya, weekly destination na po yung La Union. And with this, we can add and attract more tourists, not only in the country but also our district as well. Thank you.
I think any initiative or move to upgrade services is a welcome development. I agree and I join the statements of my colleagues here na ang Pilipinas mo, we have also much to offer. Not only manpower, but we have untapped resources here, and I'm talking about our tourist destinations. So, tama po yung sinabi ni Conchino. The first impression that we would have is kung pupuntahan mo na bansa ay maganda yung airport nila, di ba? Sa Singapore, di ba? Gusto natin. Ako nga, pag pumunta ako the last time, ayaw ko na lumabas. Tama yung sinabi niya, no? Ang dami pang mga shops doon, no? So, let's make our future tourists, no, foreign tourists, when they set foot here in the Philippines, let's make it memorable to them. No? So, first thing is, ano yung pagdating nila na unang-una ng impression nila is maganda at talagang make sure na memorable na sa kanila yung experience when they first set foot here in the country. And that is our airport.
I guess much have been said about the NAIA airport terminal, wherein the San Miguel Corporation will take over these services. So I guess as a Filipino, we don't want to be remembered on something that is negative. And if we want to be remembered, we want to be remembered on something that is positive. And that's why we welcome this as a positive development, because we will be offering, not just for the Filipino tourists, but to the foreigners, best service, best facilities, or overall best atmosphere. And we want to be remembered as one of the best airports in the world. So aalisin na natin yung stigma na noong mga nakarang taon, lagi tayong napapasama sa may pinaka-worst airport in the world. So with this, we are looking forward and we are very excited for the best services that the San Miguel Corporation is going to offer. And that is something to be proud of as a Filipino.
Thank you, Billy. The next question will be from Dexter Baro II from Manila Bulletin.
Hello, Bongs. Good morning. Recently, the PDEA released an advisory warning the public about the emergence of marijuana-infused e-cigarettes or vapes. This concern was raised after a recent raid po sa Lake City where these were confiscated. With this po, may we know if may plano po ba ang House to probe this incident, and also general thoughts na lang din po regarding the issue of these marijuana-infused vapes, given this looming threat to the public and especially minors. Thank you po.
I think this would merit an investigation between multiple committees. One would most likely be health, trade and industry, or maybe also dangerous drugs. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, back in 2019, there was a recorded case in Canada for a vape-related incident because that vape that was used had THC, which is a component in marijuana, laced and included in that particular vape, which caused a disease called popcorn lung, or I believe it was called bronchiolitis obliterans, if I'm not mistaken. And this is because it was an uncontrolled substance there. And seeing that this has happened here is a very alarming fact. No? This would also be a starting point on how our PDEA would start to look into investigating on the production, on the possible import, or how was this distributed, because this is a very concerning matter. If anything, based on the recommendations of our partners in the PDEA and maybe also in the PNP, then we would be able to tailor fit the legislation required in order to control those substances from hopefully that these substances don't appear any further now than it has. It's a very dangerous thing now, and I'm glad that you brought it up. So yeah, thank you for the question.
Chino, i-check mo yung grades mo. Ako I support yung should there be any probe, I will support that. Kasi I'm more concerned on illegal drug trafficking in the country. So nagiging creative na rin yung mga illegal drug traffickers. I really want the Congress to really dig deeper into this. No? Aside from yung, kasi bawal naman talaga ang marijuana is classified as illegal drug. Apart from that, yun nga ang concern ko is, sabi nga ni Kong Chino, the production, the entry of this. So, medyo creative na yung mga illegal drug traffickers. I'm more concerned on that. So, kung meron pong probe na gagawin, talagang susupport ako doon. Kasi this is, ang vape po, it's an option for the smokers na minsan nagiging fad na siya eh. Maski yung mga hindi talaga mga smokers, yung mag-shift sila from cigarettes to e-cigarettes, nagiging fad na po yan eh. So that they see that as a good market to capitalize on, and these illegal drug traffickers are using this vape kasi masyado na silang creative in order for them to really makuha yung market and then increase their sale ng illegal. So, kailangan talaga ng PIDEA, kailangan I think ng batas para dito ma-monitor at saka mag-penalize yung nagmamanufacture at nagbebenta at pumapasok dito ng mga ganong klaseng illegal drugs na in-infuse nila doon sa mga nagiging fad na ng mga e-cigarettes and vape.
To add to this issue, well, yes, I agree that this warrant an investigation or probe by the Congress. You know, one crucial matter to look into is the technology. Now, you know, as technology advances, nagiging creative din ito pong mga illegal drug dealers natin. So, in a way not to be identified or hindi po sila makikita agad, pinapasok nila sa vape, making it appear that this is just a usual e-cigarette. So, this should serve as a reminder to everyone, especially to the youth, to the students, that the use of marijuana is still illegal. Although there are talks to amend the RA 9165 or the Dangerous Drugs Act as amended, wherein there are talks to legalize the use of marijuana for medical purposes. But then again, another issue which is to be considered is also the law enforcement agencies. We should always be one step ahead against these drug dealers in our fight against illegal drugs. Thank you.
Yeah. Just to add on that note, I think it is necessary for us to ensure that the proper safeguards are in place. Tulad ng sinabi ni Congressman Bungalon, ngayon po tinatalakay po dito sa Kongreso yung legalizing ng cannabis for medical use. So, but with the proliferation of laced vape with THC or with marijuana, this goes to show that we need to improve the safeguards just so that hindi ma-abuse yung isang controlled substance dito po sa ating bansa. Number two, yes, we support any investigation, probe to be conducted by the House regarding this. And of course, we call on PDEA and we call on our enforcement agencies and bureaus to step up when it comes to improving mechanisms in finding out, in investigating kung paano ito nakakapasok. And of course, at the end, yung talagang dapat nakikita natin nasa likuran na po sila ng rehas, yung mga taong nasa likuran nito.
We have heard my fellow congressmen already give their thoughts. Illegal po yan. Illegal po ang marijuana. Illegal po yung paggamit ng marijuana sa Pilipinas. So dapat po huliin lahat ng mga nag-distribute, saka ma-penalize po yung mga tao behind that. Even in Singapore, the country even goes as far as yung bansa, dinidemanda po yung mga kumpanya na nag-distribute po ng ganyan. So I think with the investigation being referred to Congress as well, baka we can explore things like that para po yung mga kumpanyang yan, kung ginagamit man sila para mag-create ng mas modern ways of dealing with drugs, eh dapat po na masampulan na talaga yung mga
Can you just quickly, just slightly add also, I think this is not an isolated incident in terms of the reports of illegal substances being used alongside vape components. So, case in point, I believe it was UK who has had reports of these substances being used. And more popularly now, in the countries that allow the medical use of and consumption of marijuana, some companies have gone as far as to extract oils for them to be used in vape devices. So I think with that being, with that knowledge, we can also promote not really promote, but more of we can try to urge our enforcement agencies to look into what is being practiced also outside, so that we have a clear image as to what we should look for within our country as well. So again, let me reiterate that it is an illegal substance. If anything, there were no studies also made on what these pose if it is mixed in a manner of inhalation, in this case on vapes. So it's also very dangerous to the health of any individual. So again, we would support any probe regarding this matter.
Thanks, Dr.